halftime. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
First. Tighten up.
They go play action. Cousins. And Diggs has it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Undercrush. Safety's creeping. Check.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
It's caught by Treadwell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To the air again, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Adam Thielen. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Bailey's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 82 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 43. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 28. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
61, max box, right. Gun.
They'll try to run with Madison. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Morgan, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, this is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On the ground, it's Geis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Geis alone in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had a big 1st half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the 1st half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Trying to lay one up deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here we go, the first carry for the former Viking Peterson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Yo, yo. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 55. Here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way to put it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
23 yards the pickup there. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Redskins D leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 43. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one to Treadwell, complete. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We call that sack blood.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Haskins will throw. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins now. It's caught by Treadwell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Cousins to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still...
And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw, and he finds McLaurin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, no, easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.